What's up, podcast land? It's Saturday, January 18th, 2020. Welcome to the Sesh Palace. I'm Nick.
I'm Colton.
And welcome to Two Dudes at a Table.
Two dudes
sitting at a table. Welcome to the Sesh, guys. We're doing another sesh in the Sesh Palace.
Hell yeah, we're back. Just the two dudes.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Sitting at a table.
God, dude, everybody's already clicked off, guaranteed.
Fuck them. Well, welcome, podcast land. We're talking about some funny ass shit today. The biggest question of them all. We're gonna start with another topic that we've been starting the last couple sessions off with.
What's that?
Butt stuff.
Oh, great. Butt stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Let me pop one ear headphone off of this so I'm not sounding like I'm thinking too much.
Here's the real question. Wiping. Standing versus sitting, bruh.
Bro, you brought this up the other day, and I was like, what? I didn't even know. To anybody who stands out there, I'm sorry. I was unaware of your culture. I wasn't trying to be ignorant, but I was. I didn't know standing and wiping was a fucking thing. I was like, how the fuck? He was like standing versus sitting, and I was like, whoa.
That's a thing?
What? I was like, that's
bro.
a fucking thing? That's a... Okay.
I'm part of that.
You, boo.
I'm part of that 1%. We getting a little TMI here on the sesh. You'll know me real deep.
Like that toilet paper when he's standing up.
You gotta
spreading
get that,
them cheeks.
You gotta get that leverage, dog.
Yo,
you gotta get up in
you ever see the video where he's like, how to conserve on... It's like an older black guy, I think. And he like has the one single piece of toilet paper and he puts his middle finger through it.
Oh yeah, and he's like, he can get it all.
Dude, that shit's hilarious.
Dude.
Oh my god, I was dying. He was like, when I first clicked on it, I was genuinely interested.
Yeah.
He was like, how to conserve on toilet paper. I was like, bro, toilet paper's expensive.
Exactly.
I'm trying to save some money. And then he was like, put your finger through it. And I was like, what's he mean? And then he proceeded with the instructions, and I think I'll just keep spending the money on the toilet paper, bro.
Yeah, man. He's like, you save money on toilet paper, and you don't have to buy snacks later.
Just chewing on them crusty ass shitty nails.
I just don't understand.
Just going through the fucking sludge, bro.
Sludging it up, bro.
Sludge. It's like a fucking slop like you see in the movies at prison. Then when they just slop it on the fucking thing.
That ain't mystery meat, boy. That is sludge.
That's sludge.
That man sludge.
Dude, women can have the sludge too, though. It's not just a man thing, bro. After you eat some Mighty, if you're from Western New York, you know what I'm talking about. That Mighty, if you get that hot sauce, bro, it's Sludgeville the next day.
You know what?
Might be anywhere.
I feel like girls' sludge is like watery.
Bro, I've had watery sludge before. You've never had watery sludge?
Yeah, man. I've had watery sludge, but I mean like a female sludge. There's a different ingredient in that shit. It's called estrogen.
Estrogen. It ain't the testosterone packing it together.
Dude. just shit coming out of assholes is so gross.
Yo, I know you've seen the fucking videos, because I think you guys are the ones that show me the videos of people shitting, and it's the weirdest looking thing ever.
Yeah, dog.
Watching a booty hole open and close with a turd flying out of it. Bro, it's a thing that you don't want to see, but if you see it, You can't unsee it. So here I am,
It's
a
like,
year and a half later.
It's like walking in on your parents naked.
I've never done that, and I hope Ooh, bro, I hope I never do. Ooh, I do not want to see my parents.
Yeah, man, you really would have to go to church after that shit.
I'd meet the man himself, bro.
Knocking on the door. He's like, hey, it's not your time. What the fuck? And you're like, yo, I saw my mama's titties and I'm like, done,
it's
son.
Time. It's time. I know you normally make the decision.
I saw the light.
I will sneak in, motherfucker. I will get by you. Yo, you ever see the Tosh.0 stand up where he's talking about, or maybe it was part of the show, but he was talking about like, what if, like, he's like, what if you get to heaven and God's just like, what up, motherfucker?
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, you can swear? And he's like, I never said you couldn't, bitch. It's just like, you'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yo, I hope that, like, when that happens, you, like, walk in and you're like, yo, this ain't a bad fucking party. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that would be.
We just went from shit to Christ.
Yeah, dude, because sometimes when I shit, that's what I'm thinking about is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the fucking demons out of you.
Yeah,
son.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is there an exorcism in my asshole?
Yo, I've been having some spicy ass shits lately, son. Some fucking habanero spice,
the ones where you stand
boy.
up and it still hurts.
Yeah, man. Janelle said the other day, the type of fucking shit when you walking away clenching your asshole to get it to stop.
Yeah. Woo, that shit hurt.
Speaking of like different types of like shits and stuff, we'll kind of like make a segue into our next topic.
We never even talked about the first one, standing or sitting.
Yeah, we did some. You said fucking standing was atrocious.
I didn't say it was atrocious. I respect you humans out there that stand and wipe. I understand that that's how you like to do it. I just didn't know it was a thing, bro.
I just don't get how you sit and wipe. Like, that seems so hard. Maybe because like my shoulders whack.
I just don't get how you stand and wipe. My arms don't reach. How can you? I don't think I could stand up, bend over, and wipe. Maybe I could. I'm gonna have to try. Is it more? I wonder if it's more efficient. If it's more efficient, I'm switching. Half the time is spent wiping, bro. All I'm saying is, if standing is more efficient, we got a new way of doing things around here.
Two dudes sitting versus wiping, or sitting versus standing wiping.
Yeah, buddy. We're gonna take a poll on Facebook right now. Nick's going on Facebook. I saw him grab his phone. I hope that's what he's going for. We're gonna post a poll, or maybe if he can't figure it out, we'll do it later. Do you stand or do you sit?
Yeah, let's see what I can post up here. Let's see. Check in, create job, poll. Ask a question. Wiping.
Do you stand or do you sit?
Do you stand or do you sit? And shit.
Do you stand while you shit?
Do you
hover? Hover, bro. Like there's a hole in the ground. Hover.
So make sure that you go over to the Two Dudes at a Table Facebook and
go to the page. We're curious.
Poll.
Do you stand or do you sit? Yo, just to let everyone know, the reason we haven't had any content up this last week, I've been sick all week, and you can kind of hear it in my voice, so I'm sorry if I cough throughout the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Just a little PSA there for you.
Yeah, like, speaking of being sick, that's what I was going to kind of go into with, like, shitting and stuff, is, like, I want to get into this right away because it's funny, and it could probably go for a minute, because, like, I could probably tell a couple stories, probably yourself as well. What is the fucking, like, drunkest you've ever been?
Drunkest?
Yeah. Like, you ever shit yourself, like, drunk?
No, God, no, dude. I don't really drink that much. I mean, I drink a lot, but I guess There's only been, I should say it hasn't happened in a long time. I mean, a few years ago, I used to like get super drunk because I didn't know what I was doing. I was young.
Right.
Now I'm like, I know where my points are. So you get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, one more, I'm gonna be done.
Yeah.
So like you wait 30 minutes and then you do one more. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just the
No,
type
I've
of
never
dude.
shit or pissed myself.
Oh yeah, I've never pissed
in my
myself.
adult life,
Yeah.
just regardless of being drunk.
I've never pissed myself being drunk. I've never shit myself. I'm usually already on the toilet. Or face first.
I normally
in
don't
it.
have to shit until the next morning. I don't
Yeah.
think I ever have to shit when I'm drunk. I always gotta piss.
I think I'm usually like constipated as fuck, son.
I think I'm just pissing. I think what it is my body's just getting so dehydrated that my shit just locks up where it's at. It's like a fucking space snack, all dehydrated.
What do you think though is like a point in time where like you were the drunkest that you can remember? Like, was it a party or?
Yeah, it was one of the drunkest was I think at my 21st birthday party that Megan threw me, the surprise party out in Kendall or whatever, wherever the fuck it is. That was insane, dude, because I remember 90% of the night, I'm sure, and like looking at the photos, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. But I was just like, I drank so much, I don't even know how much I drank, honestly, because
I just remember all the
you know
Jello
what I don't
shots.
remember, I barely remember, is that me and Josh played a game of Pong together.
I remember that.
But like what I was doing all night is I was getting up and Megan got me one of them long like souvenir looking cups.
Oh
It
yeah,
said like
yeah,
21st birthday. So I was using that to drink all night. So I was taking Reds and I was dumping them in to that. So I was like getting up, I would dump them in and I was drinking it all through the straw. But I was getting up and as I was walking back, I was drinking the whole Reds. So for like a couple hours, I was just getting up, walking to the cooler, dumping it in the cup, walking back to my seat, sitting down, not even 2 minutes later, looking at my cup and being like, fuck. And then I got up. Dude, I probably had like 30 and like a ton of shots. Savannah gave me like 2 of those little Ciroc bottles.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
too.
like 2 or 3 of those.
Those
Like,
things
dude,
are
I was
so
just
sweet.
drinking. I was just drinking all night. I was fucked up that night. And I was hitting Pong cups off the table. I kept knocking the same cup over. And I was soaking wet, but I was so drunk that I didn't know. So then the next morning I woke up and I was like, why am I all wet? And I was like, I was dumping water on my legs all night.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. That was insane. Because we were outside and it was dark. So like, I just didn't feel it. I thought like, I don't know. That shit was, and I threw up a bunch the next day. I threw up like 3 times because that fucking cabbage field.
Oh
like,
yeah, it smells like fucking asshole,
yeah, it smells
son.
like garbage, dude. I
Smells
was like getting up in the morning trying to like clean up, and I just kept getting whiffs of like ass fucking booty hole.
ass juice, son.
It was straight up like I wish it was the smell of some sludge coming out of my butt. Like I wish that the fucking 500-pound dude who just finished a wing eating competition just came out of the porta potty that's been at a festival.
Yeah.
And I would rather smell that. Cabbage smells like shit, bro.
Some of my drunkest times are like totally been in this house.
Yeah. The first day we fucking party here, Nick's like we have a little half bath and he's like half in, half out of it on the floor. I'm playing Closing Time. People are passed out on the couch.
There's people everywhere, dog.
Yeah, people were sleeping on the floor. I'm like trying to clean it up. It's like 4 in the fucking morning.
I had thrown up like 12 times in the toilet.
Yeah, that was
Then there was
a
the
great
time
night.
with the fucking garbage bag.
Jesus.
Dude. So we had fucking like drank almost all of our liquor. And like,
It was probably like, we had like 3 or 4 bottles total that night, I think.
yeah, we drank a fuckload.
Like they were all liter bottles too.
Yeah, damn, son. We'd be fucking destroying our livers. Fucking whatever. But
Dude, we're young, man. That's what we're supposed to be doing. and then regret it when you're older.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's 100% true. But anyways, fucking, we drank everything, and I'm like, man, I want to still fucking party, bro. And then, like, I see some apple wine or some shit, and I'm like, yo.
Ooh, oh my god, yeah. Continue.
My dumb fucked up ass.
Nick had like 3 different types of liquor, and then he started drinking wine. Bro, he made a bad mix that night. And then you had like a cider or something too.
No, I never actually drank that. I took like a sip of somebody's, but like,
oh, okay.
I fucking drank the apple. I didn't even drink the apple one. I took 1 sip after I made it and had somebody else try it. And then I was like, yo, this is really fucking good. Like, it tasted like sour green Jolly Ranchers and like alcohol and fucking crushed ice. It was just beautiful.
All right.
But I took 1 sip and I was like, yo, I'm not feeling good. I looked at Austin and he hit the vape too much.
Oh, he was nicked out, bro.
Yeah.
He had the Nick Dizzies.
He was hitting Janelle's when she was using that salt Nick.
Mm-hmm. That's what I be using.
Yeah, and he was sitting there. He's like, yeah, I feel like shit too. So I was like, I'm sorry, bro. And then I was sitting there and I was like, here's me in my head. You won't get sick. You're fine. Don't move. Breathe.
Don't move, Nick. You'll be fine.
And then Nick makes perfect eye contact with Colton and says, here, take this, bro. And, and then I just walk to the bathroom. I'm like, I get in the bathroom. I'm hunched over that toilet. You get those toilet fumes. Not like shit or anything like that, but just like the smell of toilet. Yeah, just the
smell of a toilet.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, motherfucker, you're in here again? God damn, this is like the 4th time this year you've been in this bitch. I was like, why are you throwing up so much, dude? Like, you should be the party fucking animal, bro, son.
It's cause we've just been partying hard, bro. When we've been partying here, like, we've been staying up all night.
Well, that's what I was gonna get into.
You're supposed to be doing that when you're like 15, 16.
Yeah, well, I never got to do that.
Not that I would ever condone underage drinking. Don't do that. That's illegal.
Do whatever you want, man.
Just don't blame us for it.
Yeah, son.
I ain't telling you to do it, but if that's
we ain't
what
liable.
You're gonna do,
we ain't liable. But anyways, yeah. So I'm sitting there just yapping at myself, and I'm like, motherfucker, if there's a mirror in here, I could look at myself and be like, stop being a pussy ass bitch, ho.
Yeah, but there ain't no mirror in there.
Yeah. So I was like, alright, if you're gonna throw up, just fucking do it. So then I threw up, flushed it, threw up again, flushed it, threw up again, flushed it.
Now, before you get to this next part, we're gonna start from my perspective. So now this is where Nick's at in the fucking bathroom.
Throwing up and flushing.
I got pocket doors on that bathroom. So they just slide right into the wall. And I'm standing perpendicular to Nick in the bathroom. All of a sudden, this fucking door slides the fuck open. And Nick looks at me. He goes, yo, grab me a basket or a bowl and a pillow.
I was like, yo, I need a garbage bag and a pillow. And I was sweating my ass off.
And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, thanks. And then he turned back to the toilet, and I watched him projectile vomit into the toilet. And I just walk over as he's puking and just slide the door closed.
I looked like Chris Farley on his last night alive.
Ooh, God damn. R.I.P.
But I was like, that was a fun time. And like Colton was saying, like, I've said like I'm Megan in this episode, because she says it after every fucking word.
Yo, when I went to do mission work down in Dominican Republic,
yeah,
bro, we were having to tell like a story, and it was like a testimony, and it was going to be through an interpreter. So we had to practice talking without saying or like or
Yeah, because they had to be like direct to the point.
Yeah, because they don't like that's not part of like their original language. So like he'll try and translate a like. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't make sense. That shit was real hard. We had to get up in front of like 25 people to practice and do it. And I think the first thing I said was and it was like everybody had to do it. It was like a competition. And like I got up and I was like and they were like, all right, you're done. And I was like, I didn't say damn it, but I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally, it's really hard to talk without saying like or You're going to catch yourself doing it more often now that you're listening to this.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like an idiot most times, but fuck it. It's our sesh palace, and
we can be idiots if we want.
Yeah, son, it's our table. You can't sit it if you don't like the way we talk.
It's called Two Dudes at a Table, not Two Dudes at a Table plus an opinion.
Or Two Dudes at a Table and a grammar lesson.
But if you use there, wrong, I'm going to call you out on it.
Or
Same
your.
And 2 and 2. I probably won't call you out on that, but come on now.
2 and 2?
Yeah.
Yo, you were talking about staying up super late when we have parties here and shit.
Yeah.
You know where we used to stay up real late?
Where?
The garage, son.
Yeah, dude, in the summers.
Those are some of my drunkest times. Those
were intense, dude. Those nights there was a summer, probably 2016?
Then and this last year.
This last year for sure, but I'm talking about the one time when we had like 15 people at your parents' house every day getting drunk as fuck in the summer.
Yeah.
Every single day. We got hammered.
Dude, it was lit.
Nick, not this Nick, the other Nick wasn't working, but he had money saved up, so he was taking the summer off.
Yeah.
So he was off all the time. Like everybody's schedule worked out good, and we were just getting popped, bro.
Dude, it was so lit.
What a good time. I'm so happy we did that.
That's why I like partying so much out there. And then when we had the projector and we could play like music videos and we had the lights going in there.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it was so dope.
Don't worry about it. We're going to get it going here in the summer for sure.
Oh, yeah. Like, even if we don't live there.
We're going to clean up the backyard a little bit. Hopefully, we can try and get an awning eventually. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but we'll find a place. We could set up a sheet on the fucking fence.
Yeah, it'd be lit.
Staple it right to the fence.
Dude, it'd be
just
so
real
dope.
tight. And we could we can make it.
It'd be so dope.
Lit. Have bonfires and watch the projector and shit.
It'd be lit.
A lot of fun.
Litty titty in the city. But yo, we used to party until like the next day at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, we would just be going and then we'd be like, fuck, we gotta go to work. And
we'd go in when it was dark and come out when it was light.
Yeah, we would walk out. We would walk out of the garage and be like, there's birds chirping. That's when I know it's time for me to leave. Like, time for me, like, if I'm good enough to go home or, like, I need to go to bed. That's the... When I hear birds chirping and it's starting to get light out, I'm like, all right, I either need to go to bed or go home.
There was a couple times this last summer where you guys were there for, like, a little bit, but then you left.
Mm-hmm.
And we partied till the next day, and, like, it was wild-ass nights,
Yeah, I
son.
remember that.
Like, crazy chaos.
You guys did party hard this year. We didn't. Megan and I didn't because we were working on this house so much.
That's, like, what I'm talking about.
I was here all summer. I missed, like, that whole... Like, August was a lit month, and I missed, like, all of it.
We went through... Here's another time I got really fucked up. I didn't throw up, though, but I was super fucked up. We were partying in the garage. We had like a bottle or two, and we had drank them all. And then we just started going through every bottle that we had of anything. Like we went through some 1738. That shit's disgusting.
Bro, that's been in the cabinet for a minute, too, because it was disgusting.
We drank a ton of shit with dust on it, son.
Yo, getting them fucking bacteria and building that immune system.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That white table we have in the garage. Yo, that thing was covered in bottles. You would
I
have thought we
remember,
owned
dude.
a
I'd
bar.
walk in, and it would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'd see like empty bottles everywhere. It'd be like 151 bottles, fucking Sky vodka everywhere,
It was like that 70s show, but with like a lot of alcohol.
and a less cool place to hang out.
Nah, man.
The garage is sweet, but if we had that 70s show set to hang out
When
on,
we cleaned that bitch,
yeah,
dude,
when the garage is clean, it's fucking nice to be in
it
there.
was so nice. I've partied, or like we've all partied in there, but I've partied a lot in there till the next day. That's a lot of shit I'm gonna remember to the day I die. A
True.
lot of being fucked up in that garage.
True.
Like, man, if you can have friends that you can do that type of shit with, that's better than being the richest person in the world, I'll say. I really
Hell
took
yeah, dude.
like a second while we were at the house, the apartment today,
Mm-hmm.
and I posted a video on my Instagram. Make sure you check that out. Check that out. Nick _HHO. And I was just like, damn, son, like all these friends actually came over and helped us out. All these friends have been the people we've been hanging out. Like we have a like really close.
We got the crew, bro.
Yeah, son.
We got the crew. TM.
Dude, I don't know, it's really dope. I'm sorry to get all sentimental out of something that was funny as fuck, but like, yeah, if you guys, anybody in the crew that is hearing this, because it's just the two of us and we've had like a lot of commotion with the last few sessions.
Just the two of us.
Yeah. We doing it real fucking dope, man. Yeah. Yeah, everybody that's part of the crew, like, thanks for everything you've done over the last few months, like, during the holidays and, like, all the shit. Like, definitely making memories that we're gonna, like, remember forever. Yeah, know what I mean, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, we should hit a high-quality tunage break, and then we got a lot more to talk about on the sesh.
Yeah, dude. But the reason we were all there is because we love you guys.
Aww.
It is, bro. We wouldn't be there. I'm just saying. That dude, the crew. Shout out to everybody. I know, like.
Oh, hold on. We getting a phone call.
From who?
From Mom.
Mom.
Hello. I have no idea. We're about to talk about it after we come back from this high-quality tunage break. Mom, you're on the podcast right now.
Hey, Val. I know you can't hear me.
Yeah. I don't know what time the fight is. Colton, do you know what time UFC 246 is?
I got you real quick.
For my man McGregor.
McGregor, man, you just like him because he's Irish.
Nah, Cerrone.
Yeah, the cowboy son.
Cowboy.
McGregor's gonna kick his ass. He's quicker than Cerrone.
Doesn't matter, man.
Not
The
at this
way
weight.
McGregor goes
Not
down
at this
is
weight.
if
He had to get
gets a good
bigger.
shot to the face.
He had to get bigger for this. He's not as fast as he should be.
But he's faster than Cerrone.
I don't know. Cerrone's got the
Cerrone's
most
a
wins and the
stiff
most
forward.
finishes.
Cerrone's body is literally so beaten up, Mom, that he could take anything. Like, and most of it's not even from
Oh, I
fight.
know. Cerrone's tough.
Today
I'm
at
not saying
10.
he can't beat him. I'm not saying he can't beat him. I'm just saying that McGregor is faster. Cerrone might be stronger.
Well, we'll see. It started at 10 o'clock.
Dad's look.
It's
Oh, it's not supposed to start till 12:15.
yeah, that's the main
card
event.
Yeah,
started
that's
at
the main.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
So
a
you guys keep track of it for me, okay? And somebody shoot me text when you know what's going on.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and figure it out.
All right, have fun with your podcast.
All right,
Alright.
adios.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Love ya. But yeah, let's get into a high quality tunage break, and then we'll come back because I want to talk about UFC 246. That was a topic on the sesh.
Hell yeah, this is a 3-hour live stream, lo-fi hip-hop, NCM, non-copyrighted music. Relax, chill study. James C. Cox.
Cox.
I love it. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It's Colton here from Two Dudes at a Table.
Yo.
That's Nick. We're back from the high quality tunage.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the sesh,
We
guys.
talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some UFC 246.
Yeah. Who you got, son?
Cerrone.
Yeah, dude. Like I was saying to my mom when she called in before that break, this dude's like track record for his fucking body is ridiculous, son.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, he is literally, bro. And the thing is too, like, he's just a fucking like scrapper.
Yeah, he's just like nitty gritty, down and dirty type of fighter.
He's just who he is, bro. Like, he's a straight up country dude. He's like a scuba diver. And
Isn't he like a cave dude too?
Yeah, he like goes in like caves and shit. He almost died in one. If you haven't heard about that, I think Joe Rogan has a clip about it.
It is something that will literally keep you on the edge of your seat. Even if you're just listening to it, you're not even watching it on the actual JRE YouTube.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's an amazing story, and definitely go check that out. Tonight they're fighting. What was it? 12:15? Did your mother say?
Yeah, 12:15 a.m.
is the main card.
Main evention.
We got early prelims. That was at 7. Then we got the preliminary card at 8. Main card today at 10. And then McGregor and Cerrone at 12:15.
Did you see that one girl during weigh-ins? She missed her weight.
Oh, I didn't. Is that why? Was it for the early prelims, maybe? Because there's only 2. I don't know enough about it.
It was supposed to be a girls' fight.
Yeah, there's 2 girls on the early prelims. Like 2 girl fights.
Yeah, I'll look that shit up on Google right now from my phone here. And we'll see what I'm talking about. I can't even fucking breathe in this bitch. Let's see here.
Ooh, this is a 84-98.
Alexa Grasso. Wow, my voice just cracks like I'm a little bitch.
Because you are.
Alexa Grasso apologizes for UFC 246 weight miss. Announces move up to 125. That's crazy, man. She fucked up. She was 5.5 pounds over.
How many?
5.5 pounds.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. It's hard. She was probably, I'm assuming, cutting weight to get down, and sometimes you just don't make it there, dude.
You remember that?
Because you can only bring yourself to a certain point until you're not able to even fight.
You remember that fucking cyborg bitch?
I don't.
She was like a UFC fighter, I believe, and she's like gross as fuck looking, but she showed what they put themselves through to make weight, and it's like borderline torture. It's nuts.
Yeah, dude, it is insane. It's insane. Like, people... and that's what it is, too, not even just for UFC, dude. Even in high school, like, my friends who did wrestling in high school... They were dropping weight like crazy, some of them. The one kid that I knew, I don't want to say too much about him because he did fairly well, like, throughout, like, state competitions and shit. But, dude, he used to cut weight. Like, he'd be like, yeah, all I drink is water. And then, like, the day out, like, for, like, a week or 2 weeks, like, he just wouldn't eat.
That's nuts. Dude. How do you even survive off that shit, dude?
You can go 30 days without eating.
I know, but I would just feel like complete shit. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like that's probably why she didn't make weight. As if she was fucking just not able to cut it without being able to not being able to fight.
Yeah. I know we really haven't talked much about the fight itself, which I won't go too into it because, like, I don't know really that much about it, but Connor's been, like, not fighting for the last little bit, so I could see him getting gassed super early.
That's true. He also did, I believe, go up in a weight class for this.
Oh, yeah. We've seen weight changes in him before, though.
Yeah, but I think this is like the first time he's gone up like this. Like I don't know a lot about it. Maybe I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the reasons it's such a big deal is because he hasn't like jumped up this high before.
Yeah.
And then did you watch the weigh-in?
Yeah.
When he fucking walked up and he's like, "You got any comments?" And he's like, "How good do I look at this weight?" I was like, my man, Conor McGregor always being the same fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. He's like, fuck you.
I respect, dude. I like McGregor, and but I like Cerrone more. I think.
Yeah, he's more of like a guy you can be like, all right to like. Conor McGregor's just such a fucking cuck. You know
Yeah,
what I
he's
mean?
got it, dude. He's just got that fucking winner attitude.
But he's just such
a winner.
Asshole.
Yeah, because he's just a winner, bro.
He's a cuck.
All he does is win.
Grade A cuck.
Well, I mean, he loses sometimes.
He's a cuck.
He's a winner.
Cuck.
Bro, he's a cuck who's worth a lot more money than me and you.
I don't give a fuck, man.
I do.
I hope that dude gets his fucking face smashed in. I hope that we see that dude get his ass handed to him. I want to see KO. I'd like to see him KO'd.
I'd like to see it go a couple rounds and then a KO.
Oh, yeah, not right away. I don't want to see a KO right away.
Or a TKO. TKO.
TKO?
TKO.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yo.
They'd call the fight. They're like, all right.
Dude, that would be nuts. I just want to see a lot of blood.
I have a good feeling there's going to be some blood.
There will be blood.
I think there's going to be throwing some elbows, and elbows are what fucking make people bleed.
Dude. Oh, yeah. That's going to be great. I hope it's not a boring fight. I hope it's not like, you know, like little jab here, little like down to the ground for a few minutes. Not really too much shit. Because that'll be annoying.
Both of them, I feel like, are more known for striking.
Yeah, that's why I'm like hoping that it stays up most of the fucking fight.
I think they're gonna stay up quite a bit, but they might get wrapped up sometimes too, because they both do. I mean, they know how to roll. Obviously, they are who they are for a reason. But I feel like when I watch, at least just watch highlights of them, it's never really a lot of taps. Actually, Cerrone had a really good tap. I can't remember who it was against, but it was like, god damn, this dude's like
a monster.
Yeah. It was pretty impressive. So that's kind of why I lean towards him. Also, just like, I feel like he's more relatable just because we're from America, and he's just like a fucking
down home
country dude. So like,
yeah.
we're maybe not more relatable, but more familiar.
Yeah, I guess so. You like who you like, whatever.
Yeah.
I think Cowboys gonna win. Fuck McGregor. Let's move on. All right. So the next thing I wanted to talk about. Oh no, I want to say something about this first. Did you realize that? Because I'm gonna say this now. Everyone in podcast land, if you don't agree with this, you can suck my dick. Eminem released his album on the same day as Mac Miller.
I saw that.
What a fucking asshole, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, just let the kid have a fucking day, man. Like,
out of respect.
Gone. Yeah,
out of respect for the dead, bro.
Yeah, like, if that was one of his homies, he'd be, like, so pissed off about it or something, you know? What a fucking asshole.
But the thing is I've listened to the whole Mac Miller album at least a few times through, and a bunch of the songs way more. I haven't even heard any of his new stuff. I haven't listened to it, and normally I would be really into that. Like if Eminem like did like a surprise drop album, I would listen to the album. like all the way through.
Fuck that dude. I've always hated that dude.
I just haven't.
I can't stand Eminem. Like, if you don't like that, like I said, suck my balls.
He did just break a record, I think, though.
Yeah, he's a cuck.
He said like 230 words or 250 words in like 30 seconds.
Whatever. Fuck him. Good. That's great. You can talk fast. You've been moving your mouth a lot. Probably sucking that fucking dick, son.
Sucking a dick.
Sucking a dick. Sucking a dick. I'm a cuck. Sucking a dick. I'm white. All
yeah,
right.
that is kind of fucked, though.
Yo, so remember I went to the store the other day and got something for us to try on the podcast?
Oh, yeah. Is that in the freezer?
Yeah, dude, I was going to say, you should go grab that right quick.
Bro, I don't want to go get it.
Fuck you, son. I bought it.
Bro, I just sat down.
All right. I'll be right back. Listen to Colton talk about nothing.
Listen to me talk about nothing. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm going to take a sip of water. That's for damn sure. Yo, he's gone. Nick's a fucking cuck. Fuck that dude, bro. He's probably out there licking his nutsack right now. Eating the shit that's coming out of his butt. Damn, that was probably the longest fucking sip of water I ever took.
Oh, here.
What the fuck is this?
So here, I'll give you one. It's cold AF, dog.
Ooh, what? Is it like dough?
I don't know what the fuck it is. So we're gonna look it up. But it's called mochi or mochi.
Mochi?
Yeah, it's a frozen treat of the Japan sort.
Of the Japans.
Let's look it up here.
How do you spell it?
M-O-C-H-I.
Mochi ball.
Oh, it's a rice cake?
What?
Mochi is a Japanese rice cake made of mochigom, a short-grain Japanese glutinous rice, and sometimes other ingredients such as water, sugar, and cornstarch. The rice is pounded into paste and then molded into the desired shape. In Japan, it's traditionally made in a ceremony called mochisuki, which is where they fucking take the like rice cake shit and they put it in this fucking thing. And Janelle showed us the video before where they're like slapping it and shit.
Really?
Like, dude, it's so fucking funny. But yeah, I figured we could try it here on the sesh. Now this is a strawberry flavor. I tried this yesterday, but it was in a different state of mind. So we're gonna try it here on the sesh. So
right.
Cheers to you, sir.
Respect to Good Mythical Morning. Air dink it. Sink it.
Trademarks to them.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Oh. Hurt my fucking teeth.
It's kind of good though. Two dudes ASMR.
Yeah. I'm muting us.
So it's a little fruity, but nothing crazy. Like, it's really bland. I'm gonna say
agree.
really bland.
Very bland. The powder on the outside is a little weird. Maybe they're just supposed to be like chilled, not frozen.
No, they're supposed to be like frozen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Other
they're not
one-
bad. I'm definitely gonna eat the whole thing, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely
There's different types
it's not
too.
super sugary, but I feel like that's also probably because it's just not from America,
Yeah.
and most things in America are just filled with sugar.
But there is different types of mochi. Like, there's mango, mint, and then there's ice cream filled ones.
Ooh, those are probably good.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying.
mango is probably bomb.
Yeah. As it gets softer, it's good.
That's what I was saying. Like, I wonder if it's supposed to be chilled, not frozen. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I ate one when it was like not frozen.
Uh-huh.
Like, even though it's frozen, they're still soft.
Mm-hmm.
I ate one when it wasn't frozen, and it wasn't that good. It was kind of
Really?
gross. That's way better. But yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is.
I'm definitely going to eat more of those.
Do not eat that. Yeah, we can have some more after the sesh or whatever. They're just chilling.
Hell yeah.
So you'll get to try one a little less frozen.
Lit.
But yeah, Moshi. Courtesy to
Shout out.
FYE.
Thanks, FYE, for not sponsoring this video, but providing the product for us to purchase.
Hell yeah. That was lit because I was walking around and I was trying to call you, but you were bleeding all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was having a bloody nose at work.
Yeah. So that was shitty. This is gonna be funny to talk about. I love that you didn't know what the fuck we were talking about, and I'm gonna snack on another one of these while you talk because I think your perspective on this will be funny.
All right.
So we've talked about shit. We've been getting personnel on the sesh. I think podcast land's learning a lot about us, our views and perspectives. You know.
Yeah.
You're like,
so what's up?
You're like, where are you going with this, bro?
Yeah. So what's up?
What do you think is the worst thing to yell out after sex?
After sex?
Yeah, door's open. That's creepy. That's creepy.
Oh, that's right. You went out there last. All right. I was like, I definitely latched that, but you went out there last. Let me go close that.
It was creepy because after we said it, literally the door closed. That's intense. Fucking tense, bro. That's good shit. But
Sex in the woods. Fucking intense, bro.
Sex in the woods?
Yeah. Fucking intense. All right, the worst thing.
Yeah.
What would be the worst thing you could... I mean, there's so many bad things you could say.
Right.
Oh my god, dude. There's so many things you could say, though. It's like... What's the worst thing?
Saying, I just farted.
Dude. Being like, yeah, just being like, yo, when I just came, I farted at the same time. Like, that would be a horrible thing to say. And then it would smell.
Uh-huh.
Like, jizz farts.
Ew. Smells like nut and shit.
Ew.
I thought you were gonna go,
Yo, I wonder if, like, when someone swallows, they shit, like, cummy shit.
I don't know, man. I know, like, if someone's getting fucked in the ass and nut goes there, you shit nut, bruh. Imagine them ghost shit, son. Talk about a white shit, son. You think a Shamrock Shake makes your shit green?
Yo,
you take some
Shamrock
nut.
Shakes be fucking the stomach up.
Yeah,
them
man.
bowel movements be brutal after them.
Dude.
Yo, I mentioned that during our break a little bit. I was
so
like,
bad.
I want to start asking people on the podcast because let's like I said, let's be real here. Everybody got a food out there, food they love. That make them shit like a motherfucker.
Oh, I love them wings. Them breadsticks.
That fucking marinara sauce.
Oh.
Grapes.
Mozzarella sticks.
Whatever your shit is.
Apples.
All I'm saying is everyone's got that food that makes them shit.
Shit.
So, Nick, what is that food?
Oh, dude, everything.
For you. Yeah, that's right. Fucking IBS having ass.
I think the thing that makes me shit the most... Ah, that's so hard. Because, like, I eat like shit. The word said the most in the episode, shit. Fucking...
Someone count it. If you love us, you'll count it.
Yeah.
How many times do we say shit in this podcast?
Leave it in the comments. What was I gonna
Of course,
say?
we say it at the end of the podcast.
Right. I don't know, dude. Like, really greasy shit. You know.
Yep.
like-
Alcohol for me too.
Yeah, but
Greasy
that, like,
shit and alcohol.
but that's not
Greasy shit.
something that like affects me the same day type of thing. Like that's something that.
Oh, that's true. Greasy
there's-
shit's like not even an hour later. I'm like, oh fuck. Half the time it's like when I finish eating it, I'm like, well, time to go take a shit.
There's some things I've eaten and like halfway through it, I've gone to the bathroom because I had to shit. Like wings at Quaker Steak and Lube.
Oh my god, because Quaker Steak and Lube was not that good.
It was banging at one point, dude.
Not when I went there. When I went there, it was a sad excuse for a restaurant.
Yeah, there was one point in time when it was banging. Like when I first got there, it was lit, dude. Like the buffet was really good, and there was always people there. Everybody was always stoked about it. It was really clean. It
Yep,
was just
not when
nice.
I went there.
No, yeah, it went downhill as fuck, bruh.
And
Like-
then what? Didn't Deep South Taco pull up in that place?
Something like that.
And then they closed because they blew.
What's there now? No, I think they're still there.
I thought they closed.
No, I think they're still there, bro.
They should close.
They're not bad though, to be honest.
No, they are.
We've gone to the one
They're
in
that
Buffalo, and it's
I'm
not
talking
bad.
about. I'm not talking about Buffalo. I'm talking about the one in front of the Regal on Transit. Close.
Yeah, they're good
You're
though.
not good.
Their beef, like their steak.
Their
Ooh,
beef can suck a dick, bro. I don't care. It wasn't good.
whatever.
Never had a
dog.
good experience there.
Whatever, dog. Whatever. I thought they were good.
Well,
Fuck you.
sorry for you being wrong.
That's great. That's a great way to go into the next fucking kind of thing I wanted to talk about, which is a new segment on the sesh. We're gonna have this once in a while.
Ooh, all right.
It's called Remember That Shit.
Remember that shit.
We're gonna be talking about something that is back a long time ago when we were kids, like something we remember, whether it was in our like town of Lockport or kind of like, I don't know, just something that was nostalgic to us now, I guess. Is that how you would say that?
Nostalgic.
It's nostalgia?
Nostalgia.
I sound like a fucking idiot half the time on this podcast. I don't give a fuck, dog.
Bro,
But
we sound like idiots half the time in life.
I know. Like, everyone doesn't give us enough credit, but I understand. But it's like, just give me a little credit, dog.
Give me
But
a
yeah,
break.
this new segment is called Remember That Shit. We're going to talk about something that's, like, from our past. But Colton doesn't really know what we're talking about. Only I do, because I planned for it. Yo, do you remember Blockbuster, bruh?
Oh, we almost had a conversation about this the other day, and I'm glad you brought it up. I remember Blockbuster a little bit. Like, was there one in Tops?
Yes, actually, at one point.
I remember
Holy
that.
fuck, yeah, I remember that.
I remember that Blockbuster. Once that one closed, I remember Hollywood Video.
Yeah, there was always Hollywood Video, but then there was Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And that was down where Subway is and Wet Vapes and all that shit.
Yes, I remember that over by Family Dollar.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that. A
Dude.
little. I don't remember the inside of it, though.
The best thing when I was a kid, dog, because I was a big WWE fan, is going in there. Like, for me, alright, I'm just going to explain my experience for all the podcast land out there. If you don't know what the fuck Blockbuster is, and you've never been there in your goddamn cucking life, dude, it was the best experience as a kid. It's everything that you ever wanted at a video renting store, bruh. Like, you would walk in, you get hit with this aroma, this fucking smell that gets your fucking dick hard, bruh. You walk in there, fucking 7 years old, fucking hard dick, and you're like,
Bro, there's 10 Blockbuster left.
yeah, dude. And it's a fucking shame because it's a beautiful fucking establishment. But, alright, you walk in, you get hit with this aroma, man. Your hairs are standing up on the back of your neck. You're like, ooh, I'm going to get this fucking movie that my parents are going to pay like $3 for. And then I'm going to be able to fucking watch it for the next 7 days. So I would walk back, I'd see all like the new release shit on the wall, and as a kid I was like, I don't give a fuck about that because it's like a bunch of adult movies and shit.
Yep.
So I'd be walking and I'd be like, alright, let's go look at the video games. And like we'd check out the video games. It'd be like PlayStation games, like PlayStation 1, like old school games and shit. You'd be like, oh, there's Blitz and fucking Madden 95 or some shit. And fucking then you'd make your way, and like at that point in time when I was a kid, it was all VHSs, you know what I mean? It wasn't DVD
Yeah,
yet.
there weren't DVDs.
So I'd make my way to the wrestling VHSs, and you'd be looking at like the rows of the wrestling movies, right? And you'd be like, oh my god, there's Survivor Series. Oh my god, there's WrestleMania from like 92. Oh my god, there's this, there's that. You just get fucking, you'd be nutting all over that place, right? Like, maybe that's what the aroma was just everyone's fucking nut. Because they're like, oh,
that
all
took
these movies.
such a fucking turn. I like listening to this great story, and then all of a sudden, there's nut everywhere. Just covering Blockbuster.
Every great story with nut. But
Just nut. Like it's fucking Video Liquidators.
ugh. It wasn't gross though. It was a cool thing. But
Oh, it was clean nut everywhere?
yeah.
Thanks for clarifying, Nick.
But yeah, you'd pick out your fucking VHS. You'd be like, alright, sweet. And then you'd go up and you'd walk up and there'd be candy in the line. You'd be like, yo, dude, there's like all this crazy dope packaging.
That was the best part, was the
Yeah.
candy. Because
and
you
the cotton
walk up
candy in the bag that looked like potato chips, but it
and
was
you'd
cotton
be like,
candy.
Mom, Dad, I can't watch a movie without snacks.
Speaking, let me go back to the aroma real quick. Basically, what the smell of that place was all the plastic cases, because they were always like smelling fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it was. And like I remember that scent to this fucking day, dude. Like if I was able to go into a fucking Blockbuster, bro,
And just get a whiff.
oh, dude, I'd fucking nut everywhere. I'd be so fucking thrilled, dude. I'd feel like I was 7 years old again, dog. I feel like I was going in there to get me a at the time, WWF. But now WWE fucking VHS tape to put in my VC motherfucking R, ho. Oh, dude, the times, bro. No responsibilities, nothing but watching tapes and wrestling my goddamn teddy bear.
Yeah.
Cucks, man. But yeah, dude, Blockbuster was the shit. But no, we could talk about Hollywood Video too. That was another part of my childhood, bro.
With Game Crazy attached.
Oh, Game Crazy was the shit, dude. I
Game
played
Crazy was the
game
best.
tournaments there.
The fucking employee that did head spins.
Oh yeah, I remember.
You remember
that.
him?
Yeah, dude.
He used to fucking be like, yo, you got a hat without a button on top? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I could do it with that. Can I borrow it? And I was like, yeah. And I was like 7 or 8 years old, and he popped my hat on his head and did a head spin in the middle of fucking Game Crazy.
That's
and almost knocked
crazy.
some shit off. And I was like, bro, this is the coolest part of my life. This dude's doing a head spin with my hat on.
Dude. I remember
Dude,
getting
I don't know
so
the
many
dude's name,
games
but
there,
shout
dude.
out to him.
That shit was better than GameStop, dog.
100%. Game Crazy was where it was at, dude.
You could like chill there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Play some games, talk to people.
Yeah,
like,
it was a cool place to be. Not no fucking GameStop, clean as fuck, lit up really well. Like, no, I need some dark lighting with some rope lights and
Yeah.
shit. Like, I don't want it to look like
I played
that.
an NHL 2K tournament there once.
Yeah, they used to do the tournament.
Dude, I almost won. I was so fucking mad. I wanted to win because it was the Ovechkin 2K game. I almost won. I went 3-1. I lost in the last game. But yo, that was lit. I bought so many cool games there too. But yo, I'll tell you a funny story about there. So I was in line and they used to do trade games. Like you could trade shit in for cash or credit or whatever.
Yeah.
And this was kind of like more toward the end of its existence. And this dude comes in with like a fucking stack, bruh. Like if he robbed a motherfucking bank, he was fucking the Migos, dude. Like, rolling in with fucking dough, son.
Racks.
Racks on racks on racks. And he was like, yeah, dude, I'm just trading these games in to get some cash, because I'm trying to go get this fish, bro. And he's like talking to the cashier, and the cashier's like, yeah, man, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, dude, like, I'm going to get this fish. It's the fucking Hawaiian state fish, bro. And the guy's like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Let me just boop. And he's like signing the games over, boop. And the guy's like, yeah, dude, do you know what that fish is called, bro? And the cashier's like, no, what is it? And he's like, it's the Homa Homa Nuba Nuba Aku Baka Pakuna, or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? I'm standing there like 10 years old at the time, probably. Like, what the fuck did this dude just say? And he's like, yeah, dude, so I'm hoping to get like 60, 70 bucks, maybe like 100 something. No, he was like, I think I'm trying to get like 300 or something. Because, dude, the stack was like no joke. No one in podcast land could see this, but it was like, dude, it was like a black dude's dick. That's how big it was. It was fucking huge, bro. So the guy beeps them all in the system. Guess how much he's about to get for these games, dog?
$1.25.
This dude about to get $6.
$6.
There was easily like 20 something games there.
Damn.
And all the games were only worth like cents. It was so shitty. And he got pissed. He's like, oh, fuck that, bro. And he just left the games there and left.
Yeah, so he didn't really want it.
He was just fucking probably so pissed.
I'd
be pissed too.
Dude, I felt so bad. When I worked at Wet Vapes, when Oogie Games was still in Lockport.
Right.
I went over there, I think, to buy a drink. And this guy who was in line in front of me, he was an older gentleman. He was like definitely a grandfather because he was talking about his grandchildren. But he was trying to trade in like a PlayStation 2, like an original Xbox, and like some Xbox games, and just some like old gaming shit. Like nothing old enough to be a classic where it was like, yeah, this is worth some money, somebody wants this, and right. It wasn't new enough for them to even want. So this guy was hoping to get like some money for it. Like he's like, because when you're older like that, you don't understand how games depreciate.
Yeah, or what? Yeah,
like you're like, no, I spent $300 on this system. Why won't you? The guy told him, like, I felt so bad because he just didn't understand. But the guy told him, he was like, we really don't want these. He's like, it's not even letting me give you anything. He's like, in the system. He's like, I would buy them if I could, but it won't even give me a price to give you in the system.
Damn.
He was like, we just don't need them. Nobody's really looking for them. And the guy was like getting frustrated because he like spent money on them years ago for the grandkids. And he's like, the grandkids are growing up now. They don't play them. And like, I just felt bad because I just wanted to explain to him, but it wasn't any of my business. But I just wanted to be like, listen, like, that's just how it is, man. But at the same time, I was like on break, just trying to grab a drink, waiting for this guy to fucking get out of my way so I could cash out, go back to work. So it was a tough situation.
Yeah, man. Those were the times, dude. That was stuff to remember. And that was the first ever debut segment of Remember That Shit.
What? That was sweet.
Yeah, man. Let's get into a flick pick. Because there's something that I'm going to actually leave for the audience as a question that we're going to talk about on the next sesh with the two dudes. You're going to have to wait till the next sesh for the question. Well, you'll get the question on this, but you'll get our opinion on it after.
Okay.
But yeah, flick pick, bruh. Flick pick of the week. Yeah. What you been watching?
Flick pick of the week.
What you watching?
Dude. Nothing. I ain't been watching shit, I feel like, all week.
Yeah, I've just been busy.
I've been watching Live PD.
There you go.
I guess that's my fucking shout out. Live PD.
Live PD, what up? Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Live PD.
Whoop whoop.
No, it's a really good show. I mean, I feel like I kind of respect Cops a little more since I started watching it.
Nah, fuck them, dog.
Granted, they're on the camera, so of course they're gonna do what they can to be by the book. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of situations where it's like, I think we talked about this last week, but there's so many situations where they're just like, hey, is there weed in the car? And they're like, no. And he's like, I can smell it. He's like, I know it's in there. I'm going to search the car. He's like, but you can just give it to me. It'll be a lot easier. They're like, nope, nothing in it. And they're like, all right, step out of the car. And they get out of the car. And then they find like a little bit in the front. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll find like 3 guns. And it's like, bro, you could have just given him the weed. He would have given you a ticket. Or like all they have is that little bit, and then the peoples are like freaking out and they're resisting arrest, and then they try to run.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
like you're
bro,
obviously
you would have
gonna
just
go...
gotten a ticket. Now you have a felony because you just tried to like escape from the police.
And like the one we were
dumb.
watching, where they're looking and they end up finding that whole like heroin kit.
Yeah, dude, there's so many fucking dumb people. Like the cops are just doing their job, but like. There's so many people, like, you could get away with this. Just be honest with them and be on your way. Don't give them a problem.
Yeah.
That's why you're catching felonies.
It could go so much smoother. But you're
It
just
could,
being a
but
cuck.
not everybody's the same way, though, you know?
Right.
Not all cops are good cops, just like not all plumbers are good plumbers. Not all electricians are good electricians.
And not all shows are not all good shows.
Yeah, and not all podcasts are good podcasts either. Which side of the fence are we on?
Yeah.
Let us know below.
Enjoy this last mochi while I give the listeners my flick pick of the week. I'm gonna have to say, I had one, and then I was like, that's an iffy show. What have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of ID Go again. A lot of crime shows. Yeah, a lot of shit about that stuff. We're actually watching one called the Lake Erie Murders. Stuff that happened in Buffalo, and they got like a lot of clips of Buffalo and shit. It's wild.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think we're gonna watch some of that when we go when we head out of here tonight. But yeah, that's a pretty good show. There's this other one called The Buffalo Butcher or some shit. It's about this other like Buffalo murder story.
Yo, real quick. I mean, I'm about to hop on COD probably if Megan ends up falling asleep at some point, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, you probably figure that out too. But yeah, man, just a lot of ID Go. So if you're able to stream ID Go, check that out. I didn't watch this, but it's a good movie, and I've been watching a lot of stuff on it again recently. But Party Monster, check that out. Story of Michael Alec and the Club Kids.
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, so really that's my flick pick of the week. Before we get out of here, I think because we're getting ready to get the fuck out of here, I have one question to leave for the listeners and something for you to think about until we have another sesh again. That's not the Sunday sesh. That will be happening tomorrow with our series special guest, Tim. Everybody loves Tim. But here's the question for everybody out there and for you, Colton. If you could go back to any time at the age that you currently are, right? What would it be? Because, well, here I'll word it differently. If you could go back to any time at the age you are now and continue life from that exact point, like you would still age, which would it be? And don't answer it.
Is it permanent? Like, is it like you choose
yes,
to go
once
here
you go
that's
back, you have to live life from that time.
I already know my answer. All right.
So, make sure that you tune in to the next sesh. That is your question, and I will repeat it again for you podcast listeners, podcast land out there that's fucking dumb like the rest of us. If you could go back to any time travel, son, at the age that you now are and continue life from that point in time. You can't go anywhere else. You gotta live life from there and you'll age like normal. Which would it be? Any fucking year, dog.
Alright. So, that leaves you with the question. Think about it.
We'll be thinking about it.
And I think it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube. We're
Twitter.
actually going to get something going called DistroKid. So we will be on all streaming platforms very, very soon. Moving up in the
Can't
world,
wait.
son.
That way you guys will be able to find us on any major streaming platform.
Tell the people what they'll have to type, son. 2
Dudes.
at
A.
table.
We're out of here, guys.
Adios, cooks.
Bye-bye. Fuck you.